The chase does not begin with speed. It begins with silence. After the gunfire, after the shouting, after the first violent explosion of movement, there is a brief and natural pause as if the entire compound is holding its breath. Smoke lingers in the air. Dust settles slowly. Somewhere, a wounded man groans. Somewhere else, a radio crackles and dies. Then everything moves at once. Merkin runs blindly at first, driven by pure instinct. Her body obeys the last command Eight gave her: run. She does not think about direction or distance. She does not think about pain. She does not even think about escape. She runs because stopping feels like death. Her arm burns fiercely. The bullet did not lodge itself deep, but it tore flesh as it passed, leaving heat and shock behind. Blood soaks into her sleeve, warm and sticky, but she barely registers it. Her breath comes in harsh, broken gasps. Every corridor looks the same: concrete walls, dim lighting, doors that may lead to freedom or straight into a dead end. Behind her, the compound comes alive. Orders echo through the halls, sharp and overlapping. Men shout into radios. Footsteps pound from multiple directions. The hunt has begun in earnest now, organized, relentless. This is no longer chaos, it is pursuit. Merkin hears her name. The sound freezes her blood. Someone yells it with anger, not concern. She forces herself not to react, not to slow, not to turn her head. Eitz's voice echoes in her memory. Do not hesitate. She pushes herself harder. A door slams open ahead of her. She dives through it, nearly slipping on the smooth floor. The room is empty storage, maybe, no windows, no exit. Panic surges violently in her chest. For one terrifying second, she thinks she has trapped herself. She turns, scanning desperately, and spots another door on the far side. She runs again, barely making it through before voices flood the room behind her. She is not fast enough. A man catches sight of her and shouts. Footsteps close in rapidly. Merkin stumbles, her legs trembling, her strength draining faster than she expected. Fear claws at her throat. Then gunfire erupts again, this time from behind her pursuers. Eitz. He appears like a force of nature, emerging from smoke and shadow, firing with deadly accuracy. His movements are aggressive, decisive. He does not aim to scare. He aims to stop. One man drops. Another dives for cover. The chase fractures instantly. Merkin spins around, shocked to see him so close again. For a moment, relief floods her, dangerous, paralyzing relief. Eitz grabs her arm, careful of the wound but firm enough to pull her forward. He shouts at her to keep moving. His face is streaked with blood and sweat. His breathing is heavy, but his eyes are sharp, focused, burning with purpose. They run together now, cutting through the compound side by side. But the advantage does not last. More men pour in from intersecting corridors. The numbers grow quickly. Eitz scans the space, calculating routes, angles, chances. His jaw tightens as he realizes the truth. They cannot escape together. He stops abruptly, pulling Merkin toward a narrow passage branching off to the left. He grips her shoulders and forces her to look at him. The noise around them fades slightly, drowned out by the pounding in her ears. This way, he says firmly. Merkin shakes her head instantly. She understands what he is doing. Panic flashes across her face. She tells him no, she will not leave him again. Not now. Not like this. It does not raise his voice. He does not argue. He simply tells her this is the only way. If they stay together, they will both be caught. If they split, one of them has a chance. Merkin's eyes fill with tears she does not allow to fall. She grips his arms desperately, begging him not to do this. Eitz's expression softens just slightly, just enough to reveal how much this is costing him. He tells her quietly that she has already done everything she can, that now it is his turn. Then, without warning, he leans forward and presses his forehead briefly against hers. The moment is short, intimate, final. He whispers for her to survive. Then he turns and runs in the opposite direction, firing as he goes, shouting insults, drawing attention to himself. The sound of boots follows him almost immediately. Shouts rise as the men redirect the pursuit. Merkin stands frozen for one heartbeat. Then she runs. She moves through the narrow passage Ates pointed out, her mind screaming, her chest aching with more than physical pain. The passage twists sharply, leading downward. She stumbles more than once, catching herself against the wall, forcing her legs to keep moving. The sounds of pursuit grow distant but not gone. Eventually, the passage opens into an outer section of the compound. The air changes, cooler, fresher. She realizes she is close to the perimeter. Hope sparks painfully inside her. She moves slower now, more cautiously, listening carefully. Her body shakes uncontrollably as the adrenaline begins to fade. The pain in her arm grows sharper. She presses her teeth together to keep from crying out. She reaches a low wall and peers over it. Outside, freedom is close enough to stand just as fragile. Before she can move, a voice speaks behind her. Stop! Merkin freezes. A man steps into view, weapon raised. His expression is tense, weary, exhausted. He orders her not to move. She raises her hand slowly, her mind racing. She thinks of Ates, of his blood, of the way he ran in the opposite direction. Something inside her snaps. She does not scream. She does not plead. She moves. The motion is instinctive, reckless. The man fires. The bullet misses, tearing into concrete. Merkendex rolls, scrambles over the wall with strength she does not know she has. She hits the ground hard on the other side, pain exploding through her body, but she keeps going. She runs until her lungs burn and her vision blurs. Behind her, the shouting intensifies again. Elsewhere in the compound, the hunt tightens around Ates. He moves deliberately now, no longer trying to escape, but to control the pursuit. He doubles back, uses corners and cover, draws men away from exits. He is bleeding steadily, the graze from earlier worsening with movement. His arm is heavy, his breathing labored. Still, he does not slow. Every step is calculated. Every shot has purpose. He is buying Merkin time. The men chasing him grow angrier, more reckless. Orders are shouted to kill him on sight. No negotiations, no capture. Ates hears it all. He smiles grimly. He leads them deeper into the compound, toward areas he knows well, places with fewer exits and more blind spots. He turns suddenly, ambushing two men from behind, dropping them before they can react. But the numbers are against him. A bullet slams into his side, grazing dangerously close. He stumbles but stays upright. Pain explodes through him, sharp and deep. He grits his teeth and pushes forward, refusing to fall. At last, he is cornered. A wide space opens in front of him, an inner courtyard, surrounded on all sides. Men emerge from multiple directions, weapons trained on him. There is no exit. For a brief moment, everything stops. It stands alone, bleeding, breathing heavily, surrounded. He raises his weapon slowly, defiantly. His gaze moves from face to face, memorizing them. One of the men steps forward and tells him it is over. Ates laughs. It is a quiet sound, rough and broken, but unmistakably defiant. He tells them they should have killed him when they had the chance. Now it will cost them more. The men close in. At the same time, far from the compound, Merkin collapses behind cover, finally allowing her body to give in. Her legs buckle. She presses her back against a wall, sliding down slowly. Her breathing is ragged. Her arm throbs violently. She is alive. The realization hits her like a wave and immediately brings guilt crashing down behind it. She whispers Ates' name into the empty air, over and over, as if saying it enough times might protect him. Sirens sound faintly in the distance and clear whether they are approaching or moving away. The night is not over. The danger has not passed. It stands surrounded, wounded but unbroken. Merkin is free but at a cost she cannot yet understand. And somewhere between them, the line between survival and sacrifice blurs beyond recognition. The outcome is still uncertain, but one truth is undeniable. Neither of them will ever be the same again.